I'm seeing red again. These thoughts are stuck in my head. Somebody hold me back. I'm losing patience. So don't give me an excuse, 'cause I got nothing to lose. My fists are black and blue from hitting the pavement. Don't get in my way. It don't set me off, 'cause I'm not somebody you'd wanna cross. This wanted man got control his hands, and I'm not somebody you'd understand. I'm feeling dangerous. Let ashes burn to dust. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah, there's nobody that's coming to save me. Trapped in the dark, but truly that's what made me. Yeah, I'm built different, just look at all of the scars. If I didn't make the change, the world would tear me apart. I've realized to survive I had to be a beast. This determination in my heart has set me free. So can you tell me now who I got to fear? They try to knock me down, but now I'm still standing here. I use my pain, yeah, that's what makes me dangerous. Always been the underdog, pushed through all the changes. Mama always told me to be careful who you hang with. I never switched up, yeah, that's what made me dangerous. Look what I overcame, look how far I made it. They'll never knock me down, one day I'll be celebrated. Made my peace with all the harm that came to us. It made me this way, yeah, it got me feeling dangerous.
I'm feeling dangerous. Let ashes burn to dust. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah, look, I'm feeling dangerous. Yeah, I'm feeling dangerous. They can't stop us. They can't stop us, no. They can't stop us.
Feeling dangerous.
Feeling too dangerous. Feeling too dangerous. You be feeling too dangerous.
Feeling dangerous. Don't get in my way. Don't set me off, 'cause I'm not somebody you'd wanna cross. I'm feeling dangerous. I'm feeling dangerous. Let ashes burn to dust. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm ruthless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm feeling dangerous.
yeah, let's go.
I'm feeling dangerous.
What I got to fear? Nothing. Yeah.
It's Sunday. Week 9 has already started. Let's go. I can't believe that the Dolphins didn't come to play today and the Chiefs did. What? But things are turning around. The game's not over yet. And we got somebody boots on the ground You thought Germany was too far away for the good countdown? Hell nah. Hell nah. We got boots on the ground. Deutsche Bank Park. What's good, dude? What's good?
Yo, we're reporting live from Frankfurt, Germany, outside Deutsche Bank Park. Now, I couldn't get tickets in there. This is the closest I can get to the action right here, okay? But I'm hearing it's a good game. I'm watching it on my phone. So, shout out to the Dolphins for not making us frauds, NFL analysts. They're actually making this a game. This is good.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. We got Syl on the Wi-Fi setup outside of Deutsche Bank Park, bro. Couldn't get him tickets. We got him there, bro. We got him there. It's pretty
close
lit.
as I can get. It's as close as I can get.
I love it though, bro. That's why we got the setup like we do. So please, don't give us any. Yo, Syl, what's good with your audio, bro? He's in Germany right now. All right, he's in Germany.
The best we can do right now, y'all. The best we can do.
Gotta love it, bro. Hey, it's week 9. We do it regardless of where we are, bro. Regardless of where we are, we're here, we're ready to go. And man, in Deutsche Bank Park, 21-zip at the end of the first half, bro. Come on, we can't. Everybody knows who's watching this right now. 21-zip. You got to hand the controller over, bro. Game's over. You lost.
21-0 skunk. And hey, I was like, this was going to be really embarrassing especially for Dolphin fans. So I'm talking about Carlos. If they wouldn't have came up and made this a game, because you have Jalen Ramsey back, you have Xavier Howard back, you have your full defense today. Bradley Chubb's balling out. If y'all didn't show up today, bro, like y'all are on like the fraud list, which that's kind of what I call the Cowboys. Like they don't win big games. I was going to put the Dolphins on that level. Say you're on the Cowboy list. Where I'm not going to pick for big games anymore if you don't show up.
Yeah, hey, they just had a big stop. You're damn right, Carlos. You're damn right. They did have a big stop. They're on their own, I think, 11-yard line right now.
They're driving right now,
yeah. They're driving down the field. So hopefully they tie it up. This is the best part about Sunday morning early games is that, like, during the countdown, we kind of like, oh, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? So before we get into the actual fumble. Uh-oh.
I think Dolphins kept it.
They got it.
It's getting scary. It's getting scary, bro.
It's getting chippy. It's getting chippy over there. Oh, it's getting lit over there. Everybody on you picking your P's and Q's right now, bro. But part of the obviously having an early Sunday game, Mel, you got to have your fantasy lineup absolutely set. So that's one thing we got to go over real quick is the fantasy forecast. I got the matchup between the joke might be on me, but the joke is on both of us right now because it's tied up. It's been tied up ever since Thursday night. His wideout, it was Deontay Johnson had the biggest game of his career, had 38 points and matched my quarterback, Will Levis, who I tried to ride to the promised land. He did great. He did great for his, second start ever, I guess. Didn't get the win, but that's still neither here nor there. But 54 points right now. Basically, any pass is thrown to Tyreek Hill. It messes me up, but the prediction, the percentage is still the same. It's 63% to 37%. They think Joke's on You is going to have a joke on me again, and I'm going to lose for the second week in a row. It's obviously he's got a lot of great players. DK Metcalf, Lamar Jackson, Kenneth Walker III. So, and Deontay Johnson being his flex position, having 38 points. I mean, that gives you a huge leap. But I've never picked against myself. I'm not going to start now. So I'm going to ride myself, hopefully, to a win. We get a win. Maybe Harrison Butker gets a long field goal. Maybe they throw a touchdown to Rasheed Rice again for this game. But I'm hoping Zach Moss, Jamar Chase, Gabe Davis, they all have a big day. So I'm hoping that I get a win, obviously. But with 38 points from Will Levis, my quarterback, that's not good. That's below average, way below average. So you think Carlos's dad is going to get the win on me today, bro?
Well, it's funny because Lamar Jackson, in real life, I always will go Lamar Jackson, but fantasy numbers wise, he doesn't always blow the doors off, right? So
yeah,
that may not be as far ahead as you think right there. And then, hey, Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs defense, they're as good as advertised today. They're keeping the top on Tyreek Hill at least. I mean, he can explode at any time, but so Jamar Chase may give you a fighting chance. I mean, right now, the projections are going against you, but I think they're thinking Lamar is going to, have a better day basically than Will Levis. So.
Yeah, right. And it doesn't take a lot to have a better day. Will Levis comes up with 38 points. But yeah, it's tight game right now. It's 54-54, and it's been tied up all week. So we'll see how it fares out. The next game that's kind of underway, not really. Travis Kelce, dude, throwing up a 3.4 points. Not good. And you said it last week. Maybe the design is out now on how to really clamp down on Kelce, since the Chiefs don't have any other weapons realistically. I mean, Rashee Rice did get you a touchdown today, but they're not throwing to their target guys. Obviously, they're not throwing to Kelce right now. 3.4 points to start the day against Mr. J all day, baby, who's got Jalen Hurts, Bryce Hall, Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Conklin, and then was that Tank Dell, a wide receiver, no-namer for me, at least in Houston. So it looks like he can obviously have a good day. You need Rachaad White to have an amazing day for you, Slade, for Zane to have a great day. Ravens D needs to come up big for you too. So I don't know. This is kind of like a pick 'em, but ESPN is saying 68% chance for Mr. J all day to win. And I think I'm going to go with that, right? 3.4 points out of Travis Kelce is not great. It's actually awful.
That's not helping him at all. I mean, Kelce, it's but 10 minutes left in the game, so I'm not expecting Kelce to do much more. Taylor Swift is not there, so I had to meet the quota with that. But I think Jalen Hurts, is going to do what he needs to do. So, I mean, it's just, the projections are against him. I mean, Kelce had to at least have a normal Kelce game, and he's not even doing that. So.
Yeah, I know. And it's funny. It's like now maybe fantasy managers and stuff, if Tay ain't going to the game, have a good game, bro. I just said it is what it is. And that's I'm gonna go with Mr. J taking the win over here on Zane. Unfortunately, probably gonna fall to 2-7. Mr. J get back in the winning column. Me and him are both 4-4, so I hope that we both get a win today. And Money Train Wayne, the illest crap talker in our league. He's got 0 points right now. None of his people are playing. But he's got Josh Allen, Alvin Kamara, Christian Watson, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Josh Jacobs on Eagles D for his team. So pretty stacked team going against Bryce Young. Yeah, Bat Dan with Gotham City Ballbusters. Me and him got kind of a cob together team, right? Got to go free. You got Bryce Young. Is it Tyjae Spears is the running back for C? Only 13 points, not great. For a running back. Then you have Rashid Shaheed, great wide receiver. Devontae Smith shows up sometimes. K. Dotton shows up sometimes. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with ESPN, and Money Train Wayne's probably going to go 5-4 to finish out week 9. Who do you got between this matchup, bro?
Well, yeah, man, as we know, in this league, I mean, our first year doing it, it's been fun. Everybody's cool. Bad Dan's such a nice guy, but I'm going to pick against him every time, right? So Money Train Wayne for the win. It just, I mean, he just has too many gamers on his side. So.
Yeah, he does. And I will say, though, Bat Dan did beat me last week, so I'm pretty upset about that, bro. Pretty upset about that. Bat Dan only has wins against the hosts of Good Countdown, bro. Straight up.
That was a huge upset when half my team was injured. Great win.
He's like asterisks, bro.
It's all love, man.
Oh, dude. The next game we got though is your game, bro. I mean, you don't have as many players that have played already as the Canadian does, but he's starting the day out hot. 64 points with only 3 people in. But I will say, you can see down there, Braxton Berrios, a fat 0 points for him, but he has Patty Mahomes as his quarterback. And then Rasheed Mostert, or is that Rasheed? Raheem Mostert, sorry. Not great either. 8.8. That's not great. But then you have, Chris Bozzie giving a solid 12 points for his kicker. You need a little Jason Sanders action for, better kickers points. Decent for the defense. So 12 points, not terrible to start the day. And you're actually favored to win. So I'm gonna go with you for the win too, especially Raheem Mostert only having 8 points, and then Braxton Berrios having a fat 0. That's not good. That's not good for you, Dave.
This score, the game going on right now in Germany, the list can be deceiving. I mean, the Chiefs have 21 points, but they got 7 of that on a defensive return, so they didn't even count against me. for my fantasy numbers. So I'm sitting pretty good. They're bottling up. I mean, this Chiefs offense. That's why we picked against them. This is not the same Chiefs offense. Like they're not explosive like at all, and they kind of jumped out early. We'll probably talk more about this game in a minute, but my point is, it's Mahomes is not going crazy against me, so I think Justin Herbert can match him fantasy wise. I mean, as much as I actually don't like the Chargers team, I just think they got terrible coaching. They just call dumb plays because of the coordinator from the Cowboys. Herbert puts up fantasy numbers, and I'm like, hey, just bring it on, right? I'm still a week away for Justin Jefferson coming back, so I think I'm gonna upset the Canadian today, just according to the projections.
Yeah, me too. And obviously, 40. I was just talking about how Will Levis only had 38 points for me. 43 points is like below average. I mean, I guess that is average, but that's still not great for a quarterback when we have quarterbacks scoring upwards of like 70, 80 points, on the regular.
If I don't get 60 as a quarterback, I feel like I'm like losing that week.
Exactly. Did you get sacked? I just saw a first down throw from the Tyree.
Down. This is a big down here. 5 minutes to go. It's still 21-14 Chiefs. Dolphins has the ball.
Bro, I'm so far behind you. I'm so far behind you, dude. Keep me updated. I'm on first and 10 right now.
Big play right now.
Ooh, got stopped like 6 yards back. Damn, dog. All right, yeah. I gotta go with you too. I mean, it just sucks to see. Patrick Mahomes has been like a threat for offenses in fantasy for so many years, and then just now he's just not. Same thing with Travis Kelce, but that's what happens. That's what happens in the NFL. You got to keep evolving, and you got to have weapons out there. Patrick Mahomes can't do everything. Obviously, you see that now. I hope Andy Reid gets somebody for Patrick Mahomes next year. And then
third and long. Sorry to cut in. Here live from Deutsche Bank Stadium. Flag on the play, third down. I don't know what they're calling yet. It wasn't complete. It looked like holding. Looks like holding.
Holding on the offense?
Looks like holding on the offense.
Oh no, it's gonna be like
decline it to punt it. Yeah, okay. So look, Chiefs getting the ball back. 4 minutes to go. It's up to the Dolphins defense to still make this a game.
Yeah, for real. You got
what a game.
What a game, dude.
I'm glad they made it a game, man.
I know, for real. 20 wasn't looking good, 21-0. I'm like, oh, we're not going to be calling this game at all. But next game we got to go over is the Last Sons, who is Carlos, Real Talk Productions, 5-3, Mr. Transactions, going against the 2-6 Green Lantern Lightning, who's cobbed his team together and actually does have a decent team. But he is in the factor of you got great players, but the offense is not doing great, unfortunately, for their team. And we got coming in Aiden O'Connell is the starting quarterback for the Last Sons. He's really riding it out. I think he had Jimmy G, so that's why I changed to Aiden O'Connell. Joe Mixon is questionable. I think he'll probably play. A.J. Brown, great starting receiver. K.J. Osborne, not bad, Minnesota wide receiver. Jonnu Smith, that's a great tight end to have. Tyler Higbee as your flex. That's a nice tight end. I mean, not bad as a setup, but it's kind of like a pick'em game. Is Geno Smith going to have a bigger day? Is Devin Singletary going to have a big day down there in Houston? Devontae Adams, are you going to have a big day with Aiden O'Connell? Because Aiden O'Connell is going to be feeding Devontae Adams, so that might hurt you, bro. Like this is a pick'em game. I'm going to go with Kyle Pitts, Jared Judy. I'm going to go with Green Lantern Lightning actually getting the upset here because I haven't seen enough out of Aiden O'Connell to really trust him against Geno Smith and this team, and Young Ho Koo down there as a kicker for Atlanta. So yeah, Green Lantern Lightning for the upset over Carlos. Who you got?
I mean, that would be a huge upset. Just really, right. I think AJ Brown, I think, is going to torch the Cowboys today, so that may be a saving grace for the transaction. But yeah, quarterback play, man. I mean, that's a great unknown. I mean, right now the projections are saying, Carlos should take this, but yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that quarterback. I think Geno's going to put like 50 points up. He does pretty average. Was that rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell?
Yeah.
If he can't match that, then yeah, this may be an upset.
It might be an upset, and that's the thing you got to look at. We haven't just seen enough out of Aiden O'Connell, and they fired everybody over there. So but I will say the revenge game, the comeback game for the interim head coach, they're like 100% win rate. They always win like the game after. So if you're picking the game for them, We'll see. And yeah, Carlos is like, I'm taking a gamble. That's the fun thing about fantasy, bro. You take a gamble, it might pay off. It might really pay off, and you might look like a genius. Or you might look like me, who is an absolute idiot sometimes for taking like Tyson Bagent as a starting quarterback. That's why I lost last week. But anyways, we got Stino, Big Stino, 4-4, and he's got Tua in play right now. Derrick Henry gave him a solid 21.9 points to start the week. So he's starting Sunday with 63.76 points with 8 players left still, or 6, or was that 5? 5 players left. So going against the shark of the league, who's having a great day right now, just out golfing. He sent me a Snapchat. My homie Kyle is out golfing in Florida right now. A couple of gadies on the green. He's chilling with his lady, drinking. So I don't even know if he cares about today. I think he feels like he's already got the win in the bag with Derek Carr, Bijan Robinson, Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen, Hunter Henry, Puka Nacua as his flex, Saint D, and then Blake Grupe as his kicker. He has won almost every single game this season. 6-2 against 4-4. But if there's any day for an upset, it would be today. But you need Ramondre Stevenson to have a big day for your flex. He's got Darren Wall on the IR, though, starting out right now. So if anyone has a phone line to Stino, let's get Stino to change his lineup. But with that person on the IR, I'm going to take Kyle for the win on this. Who you got, homie?
We've been going with the Shark pretty much all year. I'm not sure if I faced him yet, but yeah, most of the time I'll pick him to win each week. And I think Stino, he just kind of caught slipping today.
Yeah, he's got caught slipping, man. He still has a good team. He's 4-4. I mean, that's like the average point of this league. But yeah, Kyle's out there chipping birdies into the green. He's just chilling. So shout out to my homie Kyle, killing this league, bro. Not even trying, just killing this. And we got Knights and Cents Dave Miller, who was the leader of his league. Homie needs to update his lineup. I just see empties right now. Empty. So we're gonna spend as much time. Lobo, congrats on the win this week, bro. Congrats on the win. Dave Miller is 5-3. He's no like nothing to sneeze at. He's got a full team. You just got to put some people up there. So man, no quarterback. Russell Wilson just is on a bye week for him. Sam Howell, put him in there, bro. Come on, Dave Miller. Where you at? We gotta get Dave Miller in the chat. But yeah, you think Lobo is gonna take the easy win on this one, right?
Hopefully, you have a better faith in the Cowboys today. I think Lobo for the win.
Lobo for the win, dude. We'll be keeping an eye
on the Dolphins. Hold off the Chiefs. The Chiefs have to punt the ball away. 2 minutes to go. Man, unless they do something tricky on 4th down here, it's still 21-14. Chiefs in Frankfurt, Germany. Man, this game, this is living up to the hype, man.
It finally is coming down to the wire, as it should. And I'm sure at perfect timing too, because I'm sure a lot of people in our SylNation Sports Network chat, we got some belly achers about how early it was, but I'm sure a lot of people weren't awake for the first half. So it's fine, right? Dolphins weren't awake for the first half either, but they're coming alive now. So
that's the thing. I was gonna be upset. I had to wake. I woke up early. I was like, I'm not waking up this early for like a butt kicking.
Right. We've been trying to beat this guy all season. I know Dave Miller just doesn't update his lineup. He finally takes a loss. He's still like 3rd or 4th in the league still. So, hey, man, that's what happens. If you caught sleeping, we'll take your spot. And the last game we got to go over is Reign of the Superman versus John Enriquez who's in the chat. He's got a slight lead right now. It's just kind of a pick 'em for ESPN stats-wise. He's got 19.2, a small 5.3 from Isaiah Pacheco, which is not great. Obviously, probably not going to get the ball back, so that might be the final score for him. And then 3.8 out of George Pickens. Not great. I don't know how this is a pick'em game. I'm going to go with Sky having a great day from Austin Eckler, Amari Cooper, Odell. Hopefully he had 0 receptions, 0 yards for Sky last week. So I'm hoping that he has a big day. I'm going to go for Sky for the win. He's got enough X factors on his team. Tyson Hill, and then you got Rashawn Johnson down there too for the Cleveland running back. So yeah, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with Reign and the Superman to take this win today versus Legion of Doom. Who you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm thinking like with this league this year, just certain teams, you're like, like we was talking about the Shark, he's going to do good. Dave's had a good year, but I wanted to not count on Sky to win. Like I think he's going to find a way to lose this game. It's just been like this all season.
2-6.
That's just the luck of the draw, bro. You're just on the wrong side of this fantasy season. I think Scott's gonna find a way to lose this.
Bro, I'm hoping that he at least makes the playoffs. Like for the people who started out hot and then like now they're not paying attention, I hope they lose their playoff spot and Sky, the 2-6 Sky, comes in and takes it from him. That'd be hilarious to me at least. But yo, yeah, I'm gonna go for Sky for the win just because 3.8 out of George Pickens. I don't unless Odell literally doesn't catch another ball and has a 0 for this game. I would have to say that Odell is going to have a bigger score for him. But yeah, that is our fantasy forecast for the week. Hopefully, if you're not facing against me, hopefully you win. But I'm going against jokes on you. Carlos's dad, 61.46 points against me right now. So we'll see how that goes, man. Don't throw it to Tyreek. Stop throwing it to Tyreek. And I'll be good. We got to go over the picks for today, man. And give me an update on the Dolphins game as I'm throwing this up, bro.
We're at the 2-minute warning, so Dolphins have the ball. They had a good first down play already. They're trying to drive down the field to tie it. So this could be possibly an overtime game, which would be fun.
Oh, overtime in Deutschland. That'd be fun. So yeah, you see up here, Steelers won by 4 points. The Titans had that was like one of the greatest Thursday night games we've had all season. It was a game the whole time. You know, it wasn't like, oh, the Steelers got a dominating victory. No, like it was back and forth. And Will Levis, I will say, he looks like a guy, dude. He looks like he was making some, like, you know, standing in the pocket throws and get hit off his back foot, still making it. He's a big guy, very strong. And he reminds me kind of like Andrew Luck a little bit, but maybe even a bit better with how accurate he can be. So what did you see out of Will Levis on Thursday night?
Yeah, it was all that was advertised. I thought, man, I didn't think he was going to throw another 4 touchdowns. Right? Like that wasn't going to happen, But you can't catch people by surprise twice like that. But he can make all the throws. He has a strong arm. I see why the Titans said, hey, let's not trade away everybody. Like let's keep some pieces around them and see what we got. And I think they found their next quarterback. And with an off-season drafts and free agency. The Titans, they right there again in the AFC South. So that was fun. And he was going against the Steelers defense. I mean, the vaunted, defensive player of the year candidate every year, TJ Watt.
Yep.
Highsmith on the other side. No Minka Fitzpatrick. I thought they was going to air it out more, but I forget this is Coach Tomlin and his defense. And they're always going to have solid, next man up, approach. So it was a good game. It wasn't as high scoring, but it was just we were scouting Levis. Right? It's like, okay, is this guy worth watching? And I gotta say, Titans fans, if there's any, I think Music City Soul, if he pops in here, he's a Titans fan. You found your next quarterback, man. So that's exciting for them.
Oh yeah, definitely found the next guy, and it feels like the rest of the players are kind of around him too. Like even when he was making a bad play, you'd see like the offensive lineman go over to him, like pat him on the back, like all good, dude, all good. We got it. Like thanks for making the throw. And what am I missing?
I thought something that it was incomplete, but
okay.
The Dolphins are driving. They're almost at the red zone. A minute to go in the game. The Chiefs almost picked this off, which is very close, but not close with the slow-mo now, see. But the point is, the Dolphins are in striking distance, man. One dot from Tua, and this is going to be a tie game, like any moment now.
Any moment now, dude. Yeah, and you gotta love to see it. Hopefully, Tua can be that guy, right? We've been talking about elite quarterback play all season, and this is where you show yourself to be elite. So, it was only a 1.5 point spread. Me and you picked the Dolphins, so hopefully the Dolphins get the win, so we start out the day out 1-0. But at 1 o'clock, there's so many good games, dude.
There's
so
a lot of good games today, man.
A lot of good games today, even all the way till nighttime. So to start off, we got Vikings versus Falcons. And I think if Kirk Cousins is in this game, it's favored the other way, the same amount of points, but no Kirk Cousins. You got the rookie, I believe, starting today, and Joshua Dobbs backing him up. So on the road, Desmond Ridder got sat for Taylor Heineke. That is big news. That is the second time. Marcus Mariota got sat at the end of last season for the Falcons. Now Desmond Ridder gets sat, and Taylor Heineke, who just does Taylor Heineke stuff, dude. I love this guy. He is a dog, man. He is the blue-collar worker who I think can do everything on the field for you. Like, he might not be a starting quarterback in some people's eyes, but he reminds me of like those Vinny Testaverdes, right? Like, yo, put him in. He's going to get you a win. He's going to do everything he possibly can. And I think he's one of those quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks that comes in and he won't mess up the game for you, like a Matt Flynn type deal. Like, yo, we got a chance. We got a chance with him coming in, right? So I will say the Falcons being favored in this with their running game at home. Rookie quarterback on the road is not prepared for that lemon pepper sauce on the road. So I think he probably gonna get caught slipping a little bit. And the Falcons defense actually might show up and make some plays against the Vikings offense. I don't know how they're gonna look today. This prediction might be completely wrong, but I'm gonna go Falcons for the win at home. Who do you got in Atlanta, bro?
Yeah, with this Vikings game, I mean they're starting was like a rookie or something, right? A quarterback for the Vikings because they're not putting in Joshua Dobbs yet.
Right.
So but the defense I think has been solid for the Vikings. Brian Flores, defensive coordinator, he's been dialing up interesting stuff. You have a dog in Jordan Addison, rookie receiver. Again, you're still a week away from Justin Jefferson. So this kind of a pick 'em game because, like you said, with the Falcons, they're starting a rookie, but they have that running game, right? They still have Cordell Patterson, they still have Bijan Robinson, Van Jefferson as a receiver. So I think the lemon pepper kind of pushes this in favor with the Falcons to me. Briefly, it's 4th down, 30-yard line in the Chiefs territory for the Dolphins. This is it. This is 4th and 10. It's do or die right here.
Do or die, bro. Come
Tua
on.
fumbled the snap, and
No.
that's how they lose.
No, dude. Wow. Wow.
Well, it was a bad snap, I'll say. I wouldn't say he fumbled it. It was a bad snap.
Bro.
All he could do was fall on it, and that's how they lose. Such an anticlimactic moment.
After a timeout, too.
I feel robbed. Yeah, I feel robbed.
Dolphins, what are you doing, bro? There goes their chance at home field advantage. Chiefs definitely got home field advantage.
And someone was going to be wide open.
Really?
Oh, my
man.
goodness. If they show that replay, whoever that was, I think it was Jalen Waddle, someone was coming across the middle. It was going to be a touchdown.
Damn.
He just caught the ball and threw it.
Tua.
It was going to be a touchdown. Oh,
how are we going to do this? I'm watching
that's
it.
a tough loss.
I'm watching it now. Hold on, I got to watch this. My stream finally caught up to you.
That's
Is it a bad snap? Is it a bad snap for real? He's not even looking at the ball. He just looked. Oh, no, he fucked it up. Dude, it got to his hands. I mean, it was a little bit to the right, but, bro, you got to be on that. Casey win. Take that, Austin. Bro, I don't know why it take me for what. I just don't like the Chiefs. It doesn't mean anything that they lost or that they won. I don't care.
That's tough. That's a tough one like that. We expect at least a shot at the end right there. And
that's how you're going to lose. Yeah, that's how you're going to lose. Bro, that sucks. That sucks. But hey, that's football, baby. That's football, baby. And the next game we got to talk about, bro, I'm glad your attention is finally back because no more game on, but the Bears going into New Orleans, bro. The Bears, 8.5. I didn't even change the spread from last week because there's still 8.5 underdogs. It's the same as last week, bro. And they're going against the Saints. Derek Carr sliced and diced up the Colts last week. You saw that yourself. It was a closer game, but I think Saints at home, Tyson Hill, he's going to have some trick plays just like he did last week, some gadget plays. And the Saints are looking like they're getting into gear too. You're getting ready for the NFC South battle. And 8.5, I think it's a decent spread. Tyson Bagent showed that he could make some throws, but the Bears didn't show enough playing from behind last week. They just couldn't come back, and it was like never a chance for them. So I'm going to go Saints at home. Who do you got, bro? Give me the diatribe. Let me hear what you're feeling about.
Hey, man, like, we know what we are at this point now. You know what it is, right? I mean, when the most exciting thing about us is the son of a arm wrestling champion. I don't know what to really give you at this point, right? Now, one thing I am looking for as a Bears fan, I mean, I expect us to lose a lot of games, but we did trade for Montez Sweat, edge rusher from the Commanders. We extended his contract. We're planning for the future. We're planning for other people's draft picks. and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So I think the Saints, again, Derek Carr, he's now actually with Captain Kirk out for the year. He was going to be dad of the year.
Yeah.
Early on, Matthew Stafford had the lead, but now he's hurt. They're losing. So not Derek Carr. He was in the running early for dad of the year. Then he started yelling at the kids. Didn't look that good, but they had some kind of intervention or something, and that they're back on track to win some games in the NFC South. So the Saints kind of getting their act together. Us Bears, let's just keep rubbing. I'm hoping Montez Sweat just shows up, make this interesting.
Yes.
We just paid you a lot of money to wait till next year to win. That's cool. Let's just see what we can do today. But I think the Saints are going to win this game. But let's make this interesting, right? So I'll keep my eye on it.
Yeah. So do you think that the Saints are going to cover the spread? Is my real question for this game.
Yeah. I think though I never bet against my team like that with money because it just feels like bad karma or something. But if I was to bet on this game, yeah, I would say they cover this.
Oh man, wow, that's big time from a Bears fan. But yo, that's the way it goes for them Bears, bro. And the next game you just mentioned Matthew Stafford being hurt, and that's partly why I think these Rams aren't favored. I think if I did that right, I think the Packers are favored.
You're right.
3 points. So that is a big thing to say because Packers suck this year. You've been saying it more than enough times, right? You've been saying it more than enough times. They are favored, though, at home in Lambeau versus the Rams. Is it going to be a little chilly up there? Probably a little bit of fall weather, but it's still, I imagine, decent. It's down, nice, sunny day down here in Florida, but I don't know how it is in the rest of the world. And I'm going to go with the Packers to lose this game at home because they haven't been showing me enough, right? The Rams, they at least have some fight in there. They have some veteran guys. They have a defense that can show up to play against Jordan Love, who you don't have any love for. So I'm going to go with the Rams to get the upset on the road today. Who do you got in Lambeau?
Yeah, it's interesting, with Stafford likely out, though Puka Nacua, he was questionable, but I guess he's playing. Still got Cooper Kupp, still got Tutu at will. So they got their weapons, just a backup quarterback. The Packers just really suck, right? If the Packers lose this game, I'm going to pick them to have the worst record for the year. I really that's going to be my bold prediction that they're in my bottom 5 for a reason because there's no love for Jordan Love, and it's a little spiteful because yes, I'm a Bears fan. So it's good to see them suffer, but they have to win this game because, like I said, I'm gonna go with Vegas. I mean, those is a virtual pick 'em. With Stafford out and then the Rams are coming back down to earth, the Packers have to win it just for morale, just for them for their key card to work Monday to get back in the building. People may lose their jobs if they lose this game at home against a backup. I'm picking the Packers, but I hope they lose, so it's just like catastrophe.
He's like, I hope you were in, but I'm just picking him to hey, not a bad pick on you. But yeah, I'm going with history, and it's never a mystery against the Packers right now, this season at least. So that's what happens when Matt LaFleur is, he's got a nice cut on the sideline over there, but ain't nothing looking good on the offense for some reason. So hey, I messed this next one up. I think it's just a 7 point spread. I messed this next one up, but I know for a fact that are the Patriots favored? Man, I fucked that one up bad. Let me get this real quick.
Commanders, 2.5 currently. Commanders. Patriots.
Patriots?
Yeah.
Damn, man, I fucked that one up bad.
So it's a pick 'em. It's pretty much pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em, yeah. And at home, the Patriots have been playing pretty great. They beat the Bills pretty handedly at home, especially in this 1 o'clock window. It's a good time for them to have all their fans rip roaring and rowdy to go. Commanders haven't been looking great. I don't think that Ron Rivera even knows that they traded 2 of their best defensive linemen out. I think he's like, wait, where are they? So I'm not picking the Commanders. They just sold everything, man. And they don't have a defense to stop the Patriots right now, who they don't. Kendrick Bourne out, yes, but I think they're going to use this game to try some new things because of the defense being out. They can kind of let's throw this wrinkle into the offense and see how it plays against this defense, who who are you now? They got no defensive line. Like, all the backups are going to get a chance to, show who they are. But man, I really don't think that the Commanders are going to have any sort of firepower today or like fighting will. I could be wrong, but I think Patriots are going to take this pretty handedly in Foxborough. Who do you got, bro?
Yeah, this, like you said, the Commanders were sellers from the trade deadline, so it's like I don't know if they're trying to get Rivera fired, like getting rid of his D line. Sam Howell, I mean, I've liked their offense actually all year. The Commanders can put up points. They just can't they couldn't make stops when they needed to, or I don't know what's going on. But with the Patriots, I mean, both these teams are either in my bottom 5 or in dishonorable mentions. So this is a mid-off game right here to me. This is a game I would not turn to at all. So I think the Patriots, this is a pick 'em. Patriots at home, go and get the home win, for Belichick, for his inflated ego. I think they'll just kind of win just because the Commanders, I don't think, are even trying to win. I don't know what's going on, in this game. So Patriots for the win.
Patriots for the win. I've never heard Bill Belichick being accused of having an ego, bro. It's hilarious. that's hilarious, bro. But no, I'm with you there. I don't know what the Commanders are doing. I think they're trying to just forget this season. Next year they're gonna come back with a new head coach, new team logo, new team name, everything. So yeah, this is just a wash for the Commanders, unfortunately. And I don't mean to give you that negative energy, Carlos, but I think that's just what it is, man. And the defense for the Patriots are looking to get right. Let me tell you that, very much so too. They've had some dog walks in the last couple of weeks, and Bill Belichick ain't happy about that. But the next game, we gotta talk about 5.5 point spread. 5.5 point spread? Are you serious? I did not think the Seahawks versus the Ravens would be this much of a spread. Have you been watching the Seahawks, Vegas? Come on now. They've been scoring pretty easily. They had the throwbacks last week in Seattle, looking real nice, playing nice. But they're going against the Ravens, who've been also playing nice. I will say this, though. Didn't we say last week, Ravens, you got to have a standout victory against this Arizona Cardinals? And they did not, dude. It was not a standout victory. Well, they dominated the game, but it was still close. So I don't think this spread should be 5.5 points. I'm going to let you go first on this one, though. Who do you think is going to prevail, Geno Smith or Lamar Jackson? Or do you think it's more of a battle versus the defenses?
Well, it's like with the Seahawks, I mean, they, right now they're leaders in NFC West. So they're over the 49ers. They have, the 49ers have more losses. So, the Seahawks are in the driving seat, but it's like, are they built for that, on the road, cross country? That's something to keep in mind. Their offense isn't really that explosive, though they have weapons. Geno still is in that, you got those quarterback tiers always talk about, like you could be average to above average. And then you got like the Josh Allen level, which you're just too physically gifted to be average. And then it's like a league over him, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Geno is like under, he's not in Josh Allen's territory to me. So, that's the above average. That's Dak Prescott. That's Justin Herbert to me right now.
Right.
That's Trevor Lawrence. Because Kurt Warner told me he wasn't elite. So, so it's like Geno on the road with the Ravens. I mean, hey, it's just certain points in the season, I asked the team a question, like the Dolphins, like, are you going to show up for big games? I'm going to get the Dolphins credit. Tough loss today.
Yeah.
They showed up. They got punched in the mouth. They actually showed up. So props to them. Cowboys, you're not going to show up against the Eagles. More about that later. So it's like Ravens. My question to them is, can you handle being front runners, bro? Like right now, you probably are the best team in the AFC because the Chiefs, I just saw what the Chiefs did. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by the Chiefs this year. I'm not impressed by the Bills. The Bengals are just trying to crawl out of the grave right here. So the Ravens can put a stranglehold on the AFC. This could be a statement game. I'm going to go with the Ravens, but as I always said, I definitely trust Lamar Jackson. I don't trust his teammates. They're at home. I'm not saying it's got to be a blowout. You just got to look like the better team. I mean, you got to win, yes. But if they just kind of like do like a middling thing and it's like, bro, this is Lamar's chance to like probably for the second his MVP season, they were clearly the best team, got upset by Derrick Henry and the Titans that year.
Yep.
So it's like this is the first time I think he has a chance to be favored again as MVP, best team, front runner, everything. Like Ravens, this is the main game I'm gonna be watching. This 1 o'clock window.
That's
Ravens for the win.
Ravens for the win, man. And as you said, like win the game and cover the spread, right? Don't make it if it's 5.5 points. Like make sure Vegas is
Mhm.
right because obviously they think it's going to be less of a game than all these other 3.5, one
I'm
point.
surprised.
You
I'm
know,
really surprised at the spread. I mean, they're basically saying, they're going to win by a touchdown, basically, is what they're trying to say. And I mean, hey, I thought they thought more of the Seahawks, or they just think highly of the Ravens. So hey, let's see what
some
they
of
got.
some of that might be to what you started out your prediction with was they're flying over from the West Coast. So technically this 1 o'clock game for them is like what, like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock game.
Yeah.
So they're playing earlier on their time. So that might be part of the reason why they're favored. So the Ravens are favored so heavily. But yeah, I'm gonna go
Mm.
with the Ravens with Lamar Jackson to outplay Geno Smith. But I would not be surprised if the Seahawks actually have the lead in the fourth quarter and the Ravens have to come back and like score the victory over them because Seahawks, they just picked up a very good defensive lineman. And their defense was
Leonard
already
Williams.
good. So, right. So they might have, they might come out ready to play and have a little bit of a spark on defense. So I'm
Mm.
not surprised. I won't be surprised if the Seahawks are leading this game at any point. But yeah,
It'll be a good
Ravens.
game.
Yeah, Ravens for the win. And another game I think is going to be good, probably low scoring. Hopefully for me, it's not low scoring on the Bucks side of the things because they have lost 3 straight games. That is terrible in any season. But now we're lucky that the NFC South isn't too great, and there's no one team like playing elite because we're still in the race for things. We just have to win this game to stay in the race. We can't be 3-5 or 3-6. We have to be 4-5 or 4-4, I guess, to end this week. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers for a win, coming off of 3 losses. Baker Mayfield's got a mustache on the game. He wore a cowboy hat to the game. So I don't know if he's in the zone or if he's just chilling, but whatever way, hopefully he's swagging. And the Texans, they have to play from behind all day, and the Buccaneers can be in the lead all day because I'm sick of watching the Buccaneers falter and flail all around, man. Be a good offense for once, and I'm hoping that's what I see. But they're not favored to win this game. So what do you think is going to happen in Houston today versus the Bucks and Texans, bro?
It's an interesting spread here. I mean, with the Texans being favored, I mean, yeah, I've been drinking the C.J. Stroud Kool-Aid as well,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone. But I think it came back down a little bit down to earth last week when the Panthers found a way. I mean, shout out to the Panthers. Though they still should have the worst record. And so we can get their pick, the Bears fans. But the Panthers stepped up for Bryce Young in that game, right? It was like people saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have drafted him." Like that has to feel bad, right? Like people were judging you like that. So good win for them, but it kind of exposed the Texans a little bit
Yeah.
as just not quite ready for prime time in the AFC South. So, but I'm surprised Vegas people are still putting money on them in
Yeah.
Vegas. With the Buccaneers, this is a must win. This is a must win. If you want a chance at this division, I wouldn't trust the wild card chances. You just shouldn't.
Yep.
The Falcons are in a position to win this week. Saints as well. The Saints, probably are the favorites in that division now. Buccaneers has to hold serve, man. This is a must-win game, and I'm actually picking them to win this because I don't believe in the hype fully with the Texans. I gave them a chance for the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, I don't really see it. At home though, I mean, they got good coaching, so they're going to put up a fight. I just don't, I think the Buccaneers have, they have everything to play for today, and the Bucks, like, if you don't show up today, like, it's kind of a wrap, I think, for the season.
Yeah, it really is. It's unfortunate if that's the case. That's why I'm hoping they dominate today's game. But we will see in a couple of minutes, dude. Kickoff is in just 8 minutes from now, and the last 1 p.m. game we got to go over is something that's not going to take us a lot of time. I mean, Browns, they're favored by 11.5 points. I think they should cover that spread. Cardinals don't. Is Kyler Murray back? I'm not sure. Like, I'm not even paying that much attention to him. And Joshua Dobbs out, gone, not even in the organization anymore. Cardinals are going to lose this pretty handedly. Even in Cleveland has been one of the hardest places to play this season, and they've won every single game. So yeah, Cleveland for the win. Who cares who the quarterback is for this game? They'll win this. Who do you got in Cleveland, bro?
Well, Deshaun Watson is starting today, so
Okay.
definitely, yeah, that's going to be interesting to finally see. But yeah, you're right. PJ Walker could have took this one. You can sit this one out again. That's what you've been doing for the last couple games. But yeah, I mean, the Browns. We talk a lot about what the Steelers did this past Thursday. The Ravens. That AFC East is just nuts, man. I mean, you got some stud teams. That's what the Bengals are like in playoff mode now. They like have to win every week to even have a chance to make the playoffs. Halfway through the year is crazy. But the Browns, yeah, they should win. I mean, like you said, we don't waste too much time. I mean, the Browns, I really like their defense. Myles Garrett, currently to me, is the defensive player of the year. But it's always close with TJ Watt. We don't count Micah Parsons around here. So it's just with Deshaun Watson, just real quick, again, I know people try to say he's faking his shoulder injury. He has no reason to fake an injury. Like,
he doesn't.
I understand people are making it so personal. Like, Deshaun Watson, like, can he be a talented quarterback? Yes, he can be a very talented quarterback. Like, do I want him to date my sister? No, I don't want Deshaun Watson to date my sister. I heard creepy stories about it. Right? I can separate these things, man. He's a good player. He's not faking his injury. So hopefully he shows up today.
Yo, don't come nowhere near my sister, bro. Facts, bro. Facts. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Oh my god, bro. I was not expecting that. Yo, you can be a quarterback, bro, but stay the hell away from my family, dog.
I just see a lot of personal comments about on social media. I'm just like, are we judging the player? Like this is personal.
Right.
I mean, I get it. I don't, I think the guy's a creep. Yeah, we all know this by now. But let's not pretend that he's not talented. That's all.
Facts, dude. Hey, facts, bro. I cannot agree more. And that's just the way it is, right? When you're good at something, sometimes the bad stuff that you do, and if you apologize for it and you stop doing it, like we can forgive it, right? And that's kind of what we've had to do. But people, they still holding on to that, which is fine, right? That's your prerogative. But Deshaun Watson's still a good quarterback. So yeah, they're gonna get the win today. And the next game, 4 p.m. games, bro, starting out big time. This is an NFC South versus the AFC South. These games have been really interesting. This matchup, and we got another one versus Buccaneers and Texans, AFC South versus NFC South. So who do you think is going to win today? Colts back on the road. They're no longer in Lucas Oil Stadium. They kind of had like 3 weeks, it felt like, at home. They're in Panthers territory. They're only favored to win this by 2.5 points. So how do you feel about this game, bro, in Carolina?
Yeah, I think, Vegas people are not believing in that Minshew magic anymore or something. Like, I mean, it did suck. We lost a rookie early, Anthony Richardson. Next year, I hope he comes out and just balls out, man, because they have a scrappy defense. They have a crazy rushing attack with Moss and JT. Mm-hmm. They got a true number 1 receiver, Michael Pittman. He's been doing great. My fantasy league, Money Train, saw that last week. So it's just, the Colts, I mean, they're a solid team. They probably are not, division worthy without that dynamic quarterback. I mean, it's kind of coming back to bite them, the last couple weeks. The Panthers, I mean, come on, bottom 5. You got an emotional win last week because you want to stick up for Bryce Young. Like, that's nice. Okay, bragging rights are over. Right. Back to reality. The Colts are just a better team. Colts for the win and keep those Panthers as the worst record so I can get that number 1 pick for the day.
Yeah, keep them down there, bro. Yeah, stay right where they are. And team number 32. Team number 32, bro. But, yo, a battle of the beatings. There's a reason why this game is at 4 o'clock, bro, because everybody going to be sleeping through this one. Giants versus the Raiders, 1.5 point spread. This is going to look like the Texans versus the Panthers last week. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game at all. Tyrod Taylor put on the IR. So you got White Vic, preposterous nickname of all time. You got him in there. I don't know, man. Saquon Barkley. Well, I think he is. I could be wrong. Or do they have DeVito, whatever his name is, Tony DeVito, the guy out of Jersey. If he's playing, you got no chance, bro.
Daniel Jones was full participation for practice this week. So
That's why I thought he was
I guess
playing
he
this
started.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wow. I'm surprised.
and Raiders, they got the complete overhaul, right? No more Josh McDaniels. DM's gone. They brought and the Aiden O'Connell's starting. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think he's hurt if he's not out for today's game. So Raiders at home, man, you got to say this is going to be a weird game to watch because of both of these teams being bad teams right now. They're favoring Raiders because I think they're at home, but also I'll say this again. There's like 100% win rate every time for a team after the head coach gets fired. Whenever the interim head coach comes in, and they actually have a really great interim head coach. I believe was once a former player. So I'm going to go Raiders for the win at home. Got to get yourself one. And against the Giants, no better team to be playing for this type of game right now. So what do you think is going to happen in Las Vegas?
Yeah, the Giants. Like I said, I mean, Danny Dimes. Did they call him? I don't think they really call him that. Danny Dimes, White Dick, whatever. He has the worst nicknames ever.
He's
You know,
terrible.
the Giants are just a laughable organization. I mean, Saquon Barkley deserves better. You know, do they even have receivers really? Like, this is a joke of a game. But like you said, the Raiders, Antonio Pierce, interim head coach, he's a former player. He's a
Yep.
player's coach, as they say. Devontae Adams, I think, is happy that they got a new coach as well. So yeah, I think just at home, the Raiders are going to ball out. I mean, yeah, rookie Aiden O'Connell, I guess, would do his thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how many rookies are starting this week? Man, it's like 3 or 4. It's like
Yeah,
three
I think
rookies. So
I think there's 6 rookies starting.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you count the first picks and stuff, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the Raiders. I mean, I think it's that home mojo, new coach. You know, even Jeff Saturday won for my Colts last year on his first game. He had no business winning 8 games.
Right,
Like this
yeah.
dude was literally like doing TV analyst. Literally walked across the street and started coaching. Like that's like, you know, no previous coordinator, nothing, no high school coaching. Like he literally just
Nothing.
walked in the building and he won.
He
Now,
won.
coincidentally, he beat the Raiders, the fired coach in that game. So, full circle, I guess. Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to win this game just for the home fans to say, hey,
We got
keep
one.
buying those season tickets. You know, we're going to do something next year, guys. You know, so yeah, we'll go to the Raiders.
give them something to cheer about, bro. Give them something to cheer about. But one of the biggest games of the day, if not the biggest, Cowboys going into Philly. It's gonna be a game at 4:00, bro. This is probably America's game of the day for Fox. 3.5-point 3-point favorites against the Cowboys. The Eagles are, and this might shock you, bro. But I've been watching the Eagles all season, right? They're number one in my power rankings. They were number one in my power rankings before you. No shade at you, but just to say, like, I've been riding the Eagles, right? Cowboys, I've been clowning the Cowboys all season long. But I don't know why, man. I woke up this morning, my heart felt like the Cowboys were going to take this because they have no business winning this game, right? They have no business winning it. In Philly, Philly's a favorite. Philly's playing great, but I will say Cowboys, they got like that weird X factor going on, and I think I'm chalking this up. How I'm picking this game is coach versus coach. I think that Mike McCarthy's got more dog in him than Sirianni does. And Sirianni actually made some questionable calls towards the end of the game last week. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to go into Philly and get the upset against the Eagles today. And Necron, you're welcome, bro. If I pick this game and I pick the Cowboys to win, they might lose, so you might not want me to pick them. Every time I do this, bro, it's a curse. Every time I do it, it's a curse. But who do you got? Cowboys versus Eagles, America's game at 4:00, bro.
I tell you, I mean, this this is going to be the most watched game of the day, right?
Yeah.
Of this week. I think it's definitely going to do better numbers than the Monday night game. The Chargers don't move the needle to me. But with the Cowboys, I mean, man, these early statement games, like the Sunday night game is going to be an interesting one we're going to talk about as well.
Yep.
There's a few games this week where a statement had to be made. And, not all statements are equal. Like the Dolphins, I was like, they had to show it. Like, you can't get ran out of Germany And I'm just saying, though the Dolphins lost, hey, I'm not going to count them out every
Right.
big game. With the Cowboys here, man, I woke up this morning saying, "Oh, the Cowboys never win big games." But in a weird way, the Dolphins kind of affected me, saying, "Hey, you got to give these guys a chance. Don't just write them off. They may show it a game.
Yeah.
So at first I just figured the Cowboys would get right off the field, cancel the whole season. After that, the Eagles, they're falling back on just their fundamentals, like they're better D line, better O line than you. Run the ball,
Right.
throw to AJ. AJ Brown's having crazy numbers this year, right up there with Tyreek Hill. Yeah, my heart's saying the Eagles. I was gonna say just definitely a blowout. But I think Cowboys gonna put up a fight. Then you remember they have Dak Prescott. Yeah, no. The
Yeah.
Eagles are gonna win. Like, the Cowboys have no way is gonna win this game. I think it's just gonna now. It's just if they keep it close, they can have that whole Dolphins thing where hey, we lost a big game again, but
Well,
at
we're
least we
close.
were competitive, right?
Right.
So I hope for their sakes this is another 49ers Cowboys thing where just mismatch of the year. Going with the Eagles, but yeah, the Cowboys, this is a statement game. You have to show you belong in that top three conversation because right as far as NFC,
Yeah.
because right now I think most people, if you ask people honestly, like don't ask Cowboys fans, just regular football fans, would you take the Lions or Cowboys right now, neutral field? I would go for the Lions all day. I think there'll be 9 out of 10 people would
Yeah.
say that. And that's kind of sad for the Cowboys, to the roster they have, that it's so easy to give up on them. So anyway, long way of saying, I'm saying that the Eagles will win. I think they'll cover the spread no matter what. But hopefully the Cowboys keep it somewhat close.
Yeah, I hear you there. And it goes to say to follow up on your Dak Prescott comment, last week they won, it was like 40-20 or whatever, but he still threw a pick, and it might have been a pick six if I'm not mistaken. So like still, making mistakes even in routes. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a funny little tip. I was like, wow,
Well,
still.
my thing when I could say, oh, it's just Dak Prescott, what I mean is that for them to win this type of game, just like with the Dolphins, like your quarterback has to be the difference in that type
Yeah.
of matchup. Tua, he made the mistake at the end. That sucks. It came down to that. I don't see Dak doing better than that. You know what I mean? So it's like at least Tua gave him a shot. He made the mistake.
Right.
Dak, I know Dak's gonna make a mistake. So yeah, Eagles will win.
I know he's gonna make a mistake. Absolutely, bro. Yo, another game that could have been considered America's game of the week, bro. One of the biggest matchups this season. If you're looking at the past and looking at rematches and stuff, this is kind of a rematch of last season where the DeMar Hamlin game happened and we had that unfortunate event. Thank God he's still with us and he's still playing. This is not that game. That's not the same team. This Bills team looks a lot different. They're playing down to their competition all season long. They've lost games this season that they definitely should not have lost, and the Bengals are on the uptick. They're rip-roaring, ready to go. I keep saying that. They keep looking better and better and better. Last week is the same thing. Joe Burrow looks like he's completely all the way back. He's dinking and diving and dodging and moving all around. I think this spread should actually be bigger for the Bagels at home. I think that it should be at least 2.5, if not 3. So the Bills, man, I know they just got Lenny Fournette. I know they just picked up another cornerback that they really need. Duggar, I think his name is Duggar.
Douglas, yeah.
Douglas, that's who it was. So I mean they should look better, but it's I don't think it's enough time for either of those players, the new acquisitions, to get acclimated. And again, Sunday night primetime. Josh Allen hasn't really showed up in primetime, man. If anything, he's not showed up. So I'm gonna go with Joe Cool, as they call him, and Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to take this game at home like they should. And they've actually been kind of talking crap this week. The Bengals have, like, yo, you ain't ready, or I forget what the comment was, but I think a defensive lineman said something about Josh Allen. Like, oh boy. So we'll see how this goes. I hope Gabe Davis has a big game for me on the road, but it's gonna be a huge game. I hope it's a shootout, right? I hope it's not we're looking at the Dolphins versus Chiefs game, thinking that's going to be a shootout, but it's 21-zip at half. I hope it's not that. I'm gonna go Bills losing on the road. And Bengals are going to win this game. I think they're going to cover the spread and probably win by at least a touchdown, bro. I really don't have that much faith in Josh Allen this year and the Bills. But how do you feel about this game in Cincinnati tonight?
Yeah, like you were saying, I think the Bengals are just a better team. I really just think that's what it's going to come down to. Josh Allen, yes, supreme talent. Yes, he makes mistakes, but he can make up for the mistakes too. But their problem lately has been on the defensive side, the Bills. That's been a problem on defense. They're trying to shore that up, with some help in the secondary. Not sure if it's enough, but the thing with the Bills, this isn't like must win actually, because they're right there with the Dolphins. The Dolphins just lost again. They have the same amount of losses. Plus, the Bills already won head to head, so they can control their own destiny probably if they win the next one, a tiebreaker with them. So. The Bills, will they come in kind of like desperate like? We'll see. With the Bengals, like I said, they've been in playoff mode for the last 3 weeks. Like, they had to win to keep pace with an insane AFC AFC North division, because you got the Ravens going crazy, Steelers finding a way to win all the time, the Browns is right up there with them as well. So the Bengals are, trailing all these people. This is a must-win for the Bengals, and I think they're a better team, so I think that's why they're going to win. But hey, I would love a shootout. I would love to see Josh Allen wake up tonight and actually make this very interesting. But I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm hoping for the same. Hoping for a good game and a good shootout, just like we had on Thursday night. Make it be a game the whole game, not till the very end of the game, right? And that hopefully it's going to be a good game between Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. The next game, Monday night is going to be interesting. The Chargers have been playing in primetime almost like every week this season, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why, but they're on the road versus the Jets, and they're only favored by 3.5 points. Now, that's probably because the Jets defense is playing so well, right? And the Jets, they've been playing lights out actually the last couple of weeks, and Zach Wilson has just had to not lose them the game. Just like, he lost the game against the Chiefs. Don't lose them the game, and you're going to do well. And he's actually playing great or better than you would expect Zach Wilson to play. A lot of that has to do probably with Aaron Rodgers being there. He's on the field. Aaron Rodgers is taking dropbacks, dude, and throwing the ball like crazy. He's not even using crutches to walk around anymore. So, yes, I'm going to say the Jets actually win this game just because they're a better team. I think they're a better coach team, and the Chargers on the road, I don't know if they're the same team as they are at home, especially you're traveling on the road across the country. They're probably doing that today, if not already did it yesterday, but still you're jet lagged against the Jets, which is funny enough. So I'm going to take the Jets at home because they need to keep winning, like you said, to keep in the same kind of footsteps with the Bills and the Dolphins, but even to keep their wild card hopes alive, and to have Aaron Rodgers come back for the playoffs. So I'm going to go Jets for the win at home tomorrow night. Who do you got? Chargers, Jets.
This is crazy. Like, you just reminded me, they're in the same division. The Jets are in the same division as the Bills and the Dolphins. So, this is actually more interesting than I thought for this AFC East division there, because they all have the same losses, the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins right now. Somehow, they Zach Wilson this situation to have a shot at the division. This doesn't even sound like saying that, right? But, and then on the outside shot, we talk about dads of the year. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is the dad of the year. Like, he's sitting there, coaching on his boy from the sideline, Zach Wilson. Like, just don't mess up. Hang in there, defense. They're finding a way to keep this improbable story alive.
Yeah.
All the Jets have to do is make it to the playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers really looks like he's really going to try to play. I just want to see that happen. I'm cheering for the Jets just to see this story happen, man. The Chargers, I've said enough about the Chargers last couple weeks. They felt hyped. They destroyed my Bears last week. Like, bro, everyone that destroyed us is not even good, bro. Like, you can't get
I
points
know.
off of like destroying the Bears. Like, oh, you did something. Oh, good job.
Good for you.
Yeah. The Chargers, they're going to fade into obscurity. Hopefully, get new coaching because this ain't what they're doing there. If you sit there and watch a Chargers game, not against the Bears, but just against any like good teams, the Chargers, they are very average approach on offense.
Hmm.
Their defense, they have way too many good players to not be great on defense. So that's some scheming issues, that's coaching issues.
Yep.
Your offense can't be just throwing to Keenan Allen 20 times, and that's good for fantasy numbers. That's good for me as well too. It's fantasy numbers for Herbert, but
Not
that's not going to win you, enough games to make the playoffs. So
right.
I'm going to go with this, this dream season with the Jets, man. I want to see this story continue Monday night as well. So you're going to see a lot of shots of Aaron Rodgers on the sideline, kind of hype up the team. I'm gonna say, I guess that's a mini upset, but
Many.
this is like a Cinderella story, man. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And we love to see it, bro. We love to see it. We need that too. We need an upset. Keep the dream for Aaron Rodgers coming back for the playoffs alive. And real quick, before we get out of here, we got to honorably mention the bye week team. 49ers needed this bye, bro. Get healthy. Come back after the bye week healthy and come back winning because right now they're not the top in their division anymore. So they got to start winning again to be a team. I don't know. It's so crazy that we're from week 4 to week 8. The 49ers are a completely different team, right? It's crazy to think about. And you got Lions 6-2. They're on a bye week. They're chilling. I think it's a good bye week for them. Mid-season, get right, come back with a playoff mindset. I think they're gonna be ready to go next week. And the Broncos coming off the biggest win of their season, bro. They beat the Chiefs 3-5. I don't know what they're gonna be. It'd be interesting to see if they can even make a run for the playoffs. But Broncos are, securely down there in the bottom 5 of the league. Both of us. Yeah, bottom five. And then the Jaguars 6-2 lead their division. Taking a little break today. So those teams, man, what do you feel about those teams as we mentioned them real quick?
It's a well-timed bye week for the 49ers, especially adding Chase Young. Hopefully Debo Samuels is back and ready to go. CMC gets rested up. Everybody's got to stop blaming Brock Purdy. That's gotten out of control.
Yes.
The narratives out there. The 49ers defense has been the problem the last month, really. So well-timed bye week for them. And I guess I'll just honorably mention the Lions that, hey, they may have secured themselves as like a, potentially. This is a dark horse statement here. I think they can end up with the best record in the NFC. After it's all said and done.
Oh my God.
Because of scheduling and just things like that. I think the Lions have a real shot getting the number 1 seed.
Wow.
That's bye week. And, have people come to the Pontiac, wherever they play at, for their games. But it'll be interesting to see how the season turns out after this bye week for the 49ers and the Lions.
Absolutely, dude. And hey, if the Eagles, if my prediction is right and the Eagles lose today, they're right for the pick in those Lions right there for going for number 1 seed because I believe the Eagles have 2 losses as well. So man, what a big game! Games today. This whole Sunday, every game matters, and we're about 15 minutes into the games. So before we get out of here, you got anything to promo to the people, bro?
Definitely. It's about the SylNation Sports Network. I'm gonna wrap up as far as more content on the Twitter account that's listed up there and the YouTube channel. All about scheduling, but it's too many exciting games and storylines. We got to keep this content coming out. As far as the geek stuff, you already know. I'm hitting you all during the week with the geek stuff. But my Bears got the first touchdown, I think, of the 1 o'clock window.
Let's go
Down there in New Orleans. Derek Carr's looking like Derek Carr, so we're up 7-0 early.
Hey, let's go. I should have kept Tyson Bagent probably, but that's the way it goes. Whenever I get the guy, he never plays, but that's just the way it goes. But yo, I hope if you're not facing against me today in fantasy, you win. And if you're not a Texans fan, I hope everyone else wins too. But Texans, you gotta lose today, bro. I'm sorry, you just gotta lose against the Buccaneers. But let's go watch these games, everybody. We'll see y'all for Power Rankings Tuesday, and make sure you're catching the quick predictions on SylNation Sports Network. All right, everybody have a good Sunday. Till next time, peace.